All right, from the National Weather Service in Raleigh, good morning. This is Jonathan Blaze with our routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. Go ahead and hop right to it with the upcoming weather pattern. Outside this morning, you may notice a good deal of cloudiness, even some sprinkles or some light rain showers in parts of the area. That's resulting from a couple weather features. One is a cold front that's moving through our area, and later today toward this evening, it'll stretch from the just south of the Outer Banks across South Carolina and Georgia. In addition, not on the surface map here, but there's an upper level disturbance moving across the area. And a combination of those two features is producing a good deal of cloudiness and just a little bit of spotty light rain out there. That rain should be relatively insignificant for central North Carolina. There's a chance a few thunderstorms could develop east of our area, closer toward the coast this afternoon. But I think for most of central North Carolina, the rain character today should be light and spotty. That front pushes to our south later today and tonight, and we have high pressure that is over the Ohio Valley currently. It'll push south and east and over the Appalachians and into the mid-Atlantic and Carolinas on Tuesday and into Wednesday. That will result in a period of quiet and fair weather, albeit seasonable temperatures with highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s. By late in the week, that front will kind of wash out and a Bermuda high weather system will develop off the coast. That will produce a southerly and southwesterly flow of warm and humid air into the area and set the stage for return of summer-like conditions as we head into Thursday and especially Friday and the weekend. In addition, a upper level trough will set up over the eastern United States, and what that just means is we'll have a series of disturbances kind of dipping down from the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley into our region. That will produce some energy, which will help trigger showers and thunderstorms scattered across the area. And there'll be a cold front that'll actually approach the area late Saturday, perhaps into Sunday, and that may produce a more organized threat of showers and thunderstorms. So looking at some details here for the severe thunderstorm potential, this is some good news, and something we haven't seen for a while is a very little in the way of thunderstorm activity expected. In the upper left panel for today, we just have some general thunder, meaning the potential for some thunderstorms, mainly I-95 east toward the coast and then down into South Carolina. As I mentioned earlier, most of the rain today I think will be in the form of showers and spotty light rain. Could be a rogue thunderstorm out in the coastal plain, but nothing severe is expected. No thunderstorms forecast across all of North Carolina and really all of South Carolina on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we just have a hint of some returning showers and thunderstorms, mainly to our south and west. Could be a little bit of convection out toward the mountains and in South Carolina, but really for most of us, Wednesday will be quiet thunderstorm wise. So no organized severe weather is expected across the area for the next 3 days. And then looking at the accumulated forecast precipitation, as you see today, just some spotty rain is forecast in terms of accumulations across central North Carolina, perhaps a little bit better coverage toward the coast and in South Carolina. On Tuesday, very little, if any, precipitation is noted, as is on Wednesday, a similar type forecast. And then we start looking on the Thursday and Friday, so smattering of what are light precipitation amounts are shown here. These are resulting from widely scattered, mainly afternoon and evening thunderstorms, especially on Friday. And the 5-day total for rainfall here shown in the lower right, these are all very light precipitation amounts. And for many of us who've had a lot of thunderstorms over the past few days, a return to some drier and quieter weather is probably appreciated. Looking at the excessive rainfall outlook, no organized excessive rainfall is expected over the next 3 days. There is a little bit of a highlight down toward coastal South Carolina. That area will likely remain well to our south, so no real risk with excessive rainfall for the next 3 days at least. The 7-day tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center highlights an area of disturbed weather out well into the central Atlantic, really halfway between North America and Europe. That weather system, which only has, I think, a 30% chance of developing, if that does occur, that should not be a threat for our area. I will note, though, that the sea surface temperatures across much of the Atlantic, including the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, are well above normal. And so there's plenty of energy in the ocean out there now, and that will only increase as we head later into the summer. So the potential for a busy hurricane season in the Atlantic still persists. I was looking for the extended outlook, and this is the 8 to 14 day outlook. So this carries us well out into the third week of July. And I'll note that that third week of July typically is the hottest climatologically for our part of the world during the year. So we're heading right into the peak of the heat and hot temperatures. And the forecast for this period of July 17th to 23rd highlights a above normal chance of above normal temperatures in across much of our region. And that would mean that highs would be likely well above 90 into the lower 90s, perhaps warmer. And then above normal precipitation chances are also highlighted, likely attributed to a good coverage of showers and thunderstorm activity. And let's head into weather summary. Again, weak front coming through today, just some spotty light rain we expect for central North Carolina, maybe some thunderstorms off to our south and east. High pressure will be quiet and dry weather to the area for Tuesday and Wednesday. And for most of us on Thursday, temperatures will climb during that period to just a little bit above normal, but otherwise just quiet weather. And then that Bermuda high sets up late in the work week. That's late Thursday and especially Friday into the weekend. That will bring a period of hot and humid conditions to the area with temperatures well into the 90s for many of us. Disturbances aloft will kind of rotate through the area, and the combination of that and an approaching cold front will result in an increased threat of showers and storms late in the work week and then into the weekend. In terms of hazards, again, quiet at least through Wednesday, Thursday. And then as we head into Friday, we'll have heat indices exceed 100 degrees in parts of the area, mainly to the south and east of Raleigh. And then by the time we get later on Friday and especially Saturday and maybe Sunday, we'll have heat indices of 100 and 105 across much of the area, attributed to the combination of temperatures that'll be well into the 90s and muggy air mass. And with that muggy air mass in place, summertime thunderstorms will return late in the work week with coverage increasing on Friday and especially Saturday and Sunday. We do have a cold front that will approach that will potentially bring a threat of some more organized storms. But with any thunderstorm this time of year, the threat of lightning and downburst winds will be present. And we'll have to just monitor where that front sets up and the timing of what days this weekend might have a better threat of some organized severe weather or organized thunderstorm activity. So return to summertime is the theme here late in the week after a quiet few days here during the middle of this week. So with that, I'll pause for any questions. Otherwise, I'll wish everyone a good week, and we'll be back in touch with you on Thursday for the next weekly briefing.